So, a big question for you today. You are what you eat, or what you eat is who you are? Let that ponder in. Let that ponder in as I'm sharing this, because this was a question that came up today regarding a lot of the work that I'm actually putting in. That's a challenge coming up. And when we're looking at that, it actually creates that big clarity to better understand how to move forward if you're struggling with food, with your weight, with binge eating, with eating disorders, with pretty much as well many facets of your life. So I really want to tune in for this. And so that nobody misses out, I am sharing this over on different profiles just to make sure no one's missing it. So I really want you to think about that, okay? What you eat is what you are, or what you are is what you eat. So if you're joining live, comment right below which one resonates the most with you. And if you're watching the replay, #replay. And I see the video, everything. I can see myself. And sharing in one. Because very often we kind of dissociate ourselves, right, from what we're eating. And the aim is actually to better understand why 85% of people are doing a diet, or thinking of doing a diet, or have done a diet. But why is it out of all those 85%, people are still struggling with their weight? People are actually losing 5 pounds and gaining 10 pounds. And why is the dieting industry such a $1 billion industry? And this is where this question came up. So let me share it again. What you eat is what you are, or what you are is what you eat. So let's break down the first one. So I'm going to give you a lot of examples. So it can be related to anything in your life, but we're talking really about food, something that's really concrete. So what you eat is what you are. So big example. Let's say you are faced with two foods in front of you. You have an apple and you have a cookie. Okay? So very often, and this is really from people that I'm working with, if people end up deciding to eat the apple, there's a big pattern, a big belief, a bit of personality traits that we're telling ourselves, well, I ate the apple, I'm a healthy eater, I'm good, I'm strong, I'm confident. So what you're eating very often is influencing how you see yourself. Now let's flip this around. Let's say you choose to eat the cookie and not the apple. If you are a balanced eater, you'll eat the cookie and then you'll move on. But if you eat a cookie or a chip or something that is labeled fat or bad or unhealthy, it actually might make you go down on that whirlwind of, oh my God, I ate the cookie. I'm a failure. I'm not worthy. What's wrong with me? I'm so lazy. I'm not motivated. I'm not going to reach my goals. I'm just going to gain weight. So you see how the pattern of what you are eating can very often influence who you are in your eyes of how you see yourself. Let's flip to the other one, which is what you are is what you eat. So if you are, for example, an athlete, you are training for a marathon or a bodybuilder or the Olympics, for example, I'm really choosing like a big example. So you are like, I'm an Olympian. I need to practice and do this and that to reach the gold medal. So for you, it's like, I am this. I am motivated, I am focused, I am healthy, so I am going to be choosing to eat this, that, or the other to help me stay in that personality trait of how I see I am, correct? But let's say we flip that around. If you see yourself as unmotivated, you see yourself as lazy, if your self-esteem is low, if you're lacking confidence, if you have so much stress around you, you're not able to know how to handle it, and you label yourself as, you know what, I'm an emotional eater, I'm a binge eater, I'm a stress eater, then that's going to be influencing what you're going to be eating. You're going to be like, well, I've been struggling with this for 20 years. Who am I to think I can change? I'm going to go for that cookie, and might as well, I'm going to have the cookie, I'm going to have a box, I'm going to order some food, and we go over on the deep end of losing control and overeating. And the reason I wanted to bring those things is that we really want to better understand how, when we take a step back away from the food, away of the diet, the plan and all that, do you have a part of you, number one, that depending what you're eating, it's making you feel good about yourself, will make you feel bad about yourself, okay? And number two, is it the way that you see yourself being positive or negative about yourself, does it influence what you're eating? And the thing, we're not looking at right or wrong. We're really bringing some awareness here. I really want to bring in that clarity, because not being able to, for example, just eat one cookie, it's not because you're not worthy. It's not because you're a failure. It has nothing to do with that. It goes beyond that. It goes beyond the food. So this is what I want to share with you today. And I want to make sure I don't want to miss this out. Yeah. So our aim, we don't want to go to extremes. Okay? You want the apple, eat the apple. You want the cookie, you eat the cookie. And we want to be able to move on and not even think about it. This is what food freedom is. This is what being aligned, the body-mind connection. This is what it means to actually be a normal eater. Because being a healthy eater has also all these labels. Being a stressed eater has all these labels. But how can we get that perfect balance of normal eater? Of, I can eat an apple or I can eat a cookie, and it has nothing on how I should value myself. And if I have a good day or a bad day, I will still eat the foods that are aligned to what I need at that moment. You see how we're changing things around? We don't want the food to dictate if we're worthy or not. And we don't want a good day or a bad day to influence what we are eating. And this is what food freedom is. This is what normal eating is. This is what balanced lifestyle is. Because, as I say, it's just a cookie. It's one cookie. If we go off that deep end and that one cookie or that brownie or that chip just makes us feel so horrible about ourselves, and then we lose track and we just kind of let go and wait until next week to start again, it's not because you're not worthy. It's not because you're not strong enough. It's because very often we are focusing on the wrong spectrum of the problem. We are focusing on controlling that food instead of realigning your body-mind connection and rewiring the way that you are around food. It's really as simple as that. But for many people, this is brand new, because it's a whole new way of actually being with ourselves, being with food, reaching that food freedom that has nothing to do with dieting, that has nothing to do with hours of therapy, of understanding where all this pattern started. It has to do with dissociating what you eat from how you view yourself, your value, your personality, your self-worth, your self-confidence. But as well, it's how can we create a change where no matter what you're going through in your day, we dissociate that, we cut the cord with turning to food as a coping mechanism. This is true change. This is phenomenal change. This is exciting change. Because you are not restricting, you are not saying no, you are cutting the cord, you're dissociating, you're just deciding differently for you. So do bring in this homework like I mentioned today. See, is what you eat influencing how you see yourself? Let's say between an apple or a cookie, how would you see yourself? And when you have stress or emotions or happiness or fatigue, does it influence what you eat? Because, and we're human, okay? I am not saying that you're never going to eat a cookie or chocolate if you're having a bad day. Not at all. But we don't want to feel bad in a day, have one cookie, and then creating that whole roller coaster of, oh my God, I had a cookie, I'm such a failure, and then you're going round and round. We just want to say, oh, I've had a hard day. You know what? I feel like having ice cream. You have your bowl of ice cream and you move on. This is food freedom. This is normal eating. This is balanced eating. So bring that work in. The reason why I'm so excited to share this today, because next week I have an amazing free challenge, because I want to clear all this clutter. I want to get you off the dieting roller coaster. I want you to create massive energy all day long without endless cups of coffee, without having to go to the gym every day, without having to restrict and calculate the food that you're eating. It is so much simpler with that. And I'm going to be sharing with you my 5 pillars that actually brought this creation of the body balance method that I've done for me to help me with my relationship with food and my health, that I share every single day with my private clients, and I'm giving you free access next week. And what's amazing about this, we have a live round, you join us, and then you can also get your questions answered during the live coaching call. So do the homework, join the challenge, And again, if you have any questions, any concerns, just comment right below. If you want us to work one-on-one because this is truly resonating with you and you want to live this amazing free life from food, message me. There's so many different ways that we can work together. But as well, you have this amazing challenge. I'm going to post it right below, dinamareby.com/challenge. And I can't wait to have you. We already have over 300 beautiful souls that joined, and we're just waiting for you to join us and create that transformation. On that note, my name is Dina Maraby. I am a body balance coach, and I can't wait to change your life next week. Bye for now.